Hello, it's Nicky. Today I want to talk about Podia. So I am not, this is not like a paid partnership. I don't work for them, but I do use their service. I'm also part of their affiliate program. So if anything that I've talked about resonates, then you can get a free trial and you can use my code, which I'll leave in the description box. And basically, I wanted to talk about it because there's so many questions about what technology people use and what's really useful and what's the best one and what's going to do all of the things. So even though I'm specifically mentioning Podia because it works for my needs, I think as a starting point, it's really important for you almost to write a wish list of things that you require from your piece of technology. So if you start there, of these are the things I want to tick on the list, then you're going to be able to make much more of an informed decision rather than somebody in a Facebook group saying, well, I use this, maybe it would work for you. So when I was looking to change my technology, I guess the first thing that I wanted to do was to make it really easy. And the second thing was I didn't want the content to exist on my website. So I wanted to clean up my website, clean up the back end of it and not make it so kind of convoluted and having so many things on there. I wanted to host all of my content somewhere else. Another thing that was on my wish list was I wanted it to be like really straightforward. So I would be able to upload the content really simply and easily and also make it look like it was going to be a really great customer experience. So previously I'd used something else, which I'm not going to mention, but all of the content effectively was on my website. It felt really clunky. I had to make the buttons myself. I had to sort of go through the process. Whereas with Podia, it's been great because the customer can just go through one section after the next section after the next section. They can log in, so if they suddenly can't find their login details in the middle of the night, they can organize that without me needing to be there as the customer service. Also, one thing that was important to me was to be able to operate using a payment system. So I know lots of my clients, my customers had asked me previously, like, do you have a payment system? Is this something that you could look into? Can you invoice me separately? Can we do X, Y, and Z? All the things. And I didn't want to create more admin for myself. So that was really important that people would be able to be discerning about the type of payment that they wanted to make. So for example, on my Speak Up program now, I have option 1 and option 2. But within option 1 and within option 2, there are 2 options. How many times can I say option? So for example, option 1 is buying the course. And you can pay in full for that, or you can pay it as 2 payments. Or option 2, you get the VIP option, which is you get the whole course, you get time with me, and you get one-on-one support afterwards. You can pay that in full, or you can pay it in 2 payments. So everything started to become much more logical. And there's something reassuring when you find technology that works for you. And just as an aside, I made more money, I think, in the last 2 months from using this than I did, I think, in the last year or 6 months. Sorry, I should have really figured out what those stats are. But it was significant. When I looked at my Stripe account, I was like, oh, okay. And I connected the mindset piece with that because that's important as well, especially when it comes to selling and putting yourself and your work out there. You really have to feel confident that what people are buying is good and of a good standard and that you can justify the price. Because on paper, I always knew that the content that I was sharing was helping people and moving people forward, and I was delivering and I was meeting expectations and all that good stuff. But equally, I knew that I could kind of do better. Like, I wanted that flashy kind of coded version. And again, I'm not quite there yet because I'm not choosing, I guess, to go, right, I've just got to spare 50 grand and I'm just gonna like pay somebody to do all this coding and all, like B School basically. If you come across B School, you might be, you know, that might be familiar to you in that way of how sort of tailored and considered it is. But to be real with you, I really want to buy our dream house. That's my kind of goal at the moment. And a lot of the people who purchase want my content. They're not that bothered if things necessarily swoop in and out. That being said, I want it to be flowy. I want it to be easy. Also, I want it to be able to customize the sales pages. So being able to add in, but not feeling like I would have to do it from scratch every time. Like they give you loads of ideas of how to make that work. Also, they allow you to create discounts and coupon codes. So, for example, I did a talk the other day and I came to an agreement that the person who was hosting the talk for me, I said, look, if I talk about my course, would you consider being an affiliate of it? And I will pay you X for every sale. And that was really easy to be able to set up. So if you're finding yourself collaborating, pulling things together, Podia might be a really good thing for you. You can have online courses on there. You can have like digital masterclasses. You can bundle your things. So you can, say for example, on my £20 shop, I have like 3 or 4 trainings. I think it's 4 trainings about money. But what I've been able to do is bundle them up and say, here we go. Like you can buy the bundle, you can buy all 4 for a discounted price. So there's that ability to be able to upsell to a bundle. So say somebody comes in and they go, I think I want the designing your pricing menu, Nicky. And then they go, oh, hang about, there's this upsell available. Maybe that's what I want as well. And you gain a customer, but also gain a customer who's going to give you more money, which is a great thing. And they go away happy as well. So those things might be useful when you're considering things, but wherever you can, even though I know I've mentioned Podia time and time again, write your own wish list first. What do you want to gain from it? Also, I wanted to have Stripe payments. So the way that it transfers into my Stripe account is, I think, within 4 to 5 days or 3 to 5 days, something like that. When you log into your Stripe app, you can see when the money's going to be transferred and when it's going to land. So they give you an estimate in that way. And some of the online course options don't actually pay you for about 60 days. So once somebody has purchased, they have all their kind of policies and all sorts of things. And then eventually, later down the line, you get your money. Well, for me, cash flow is really important. I like to know what I'm doing. I like to be in control of things and not feel like I'm selling my soul to a big company, and not being able to control, that sounds an extreme word, but not sensing that I know what those customers are all about and what they need from me. So, as I mentioned, if any of that has been useful, feel free to ask me questions, send me an email, voice note me, etc. And also, if you are thinking about it and you want to do a free trial, just use my referral code down below and you'll be able to do that, and I'll be very grateful. All right, have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Also, if you want to book a free session, if you're like, what would I even do? What would I even put together? Is this a masterclass? Is this a course? Do I need to launch a membership? Come and have a chat with me. I've got lots to say on this. All right, take care. Bye.